Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Anime Bros podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rosario, joined by my brother, Angelo. And today we're going to talk about something we love.
Welcome back, everybody. So we figured it was about time for our Winter 2025 anime check-in. So a little mid-season kind of review, talk about some of all the shows we've been watching, how we've been enjoying them so far. Because, there were some that we didn't think we would enjoy as much as we did. And I'd say some that, I don't know, there was nothing that let me down this season.
No, I would agree with that, yeah.
So we're going to talk about all the shows we talked about in our little preview. So I guess we'll issue a spoiler warning for about like the first 3 or 4 episodes of these seasons.
Yeah, for sure.
No like hugely major stuff is gonna get ruined. So if you haven't watched them, so don't let that discourage you from watching them. But yeah, you wanna get us started?
Yeah,
here?
let's get rolling. This is always a really fun episode to do because, especially now that we watch so many things that we've never really heard of or don't quite have a full idea of what it's going to be, it's exciting to give that check-in after a couple episodes when we really have more of a feel for something. And I feel like inevitably we do have some that are like, okay, this is, better than expected, and that's a lot of fun. But starting off, we'll talk about a few shows that are either returning for a second core or things that we've watched in the past that are returning. The first of which, I can't speak today, is Blue Box. Blue Box coming in for its second consecutive core here into the winter. Something that we really hyped up last year, and it has not let us down yet. Thoughts on this second core so far?
It's been great. And you guys know me. I'm a huge Hina fan, so it's been a good time to be me.
I agree.
It's been
not so great to be Taiki Kun.
This second half of the season's just been nuts.
For sure, yeah.
Like I always say, second cores are great because they give you so many good opportunities for crazy stuff to happen.
Yeah, you've been known to say that from time to time.
Yeah, that's basically my catchphrase. Yeah. It gives you a lot more opportunities for secret confessions and more drama and more comedy, more romance in these types of shows, and that's always great.
Yeah, certainly.
More character development.
Yep. I didn't expect it to take the turn that it's taken. It's definitely been pretty Hina-centric, but it's also given us some really good moments between the main two characters. The one of which, in the inn, that one scene in the morning, you know what I'm referencing?
Oh, yes, I do.
I've seen the manga panel for that 1 billion times, and it's actually the cutest little thing ever. So that was awesome to see animated. I've really enjoyed it as a Chinatsu fan myself. I still think it has been enjoyable.
Yeah, there's something for everybody.
True, so true.
In Blue Box,
so true. In the most recent episode, we had sort of a declaration of war almost. I don't know if you would call it that. With Hina telling Chinatsu that she told Taiki that she likes him, I guess. Right?
Yeah, and basically she told Taiki too. She's like, I know you like Chinatsu, but I'm not giving up.
Yeah.
So she's gonna give it her best shot.
She's got resolve. I can respect that out of her. Even fighting what looks to be a losing battle, she's gonna continue onward. So I can certainly respect that out of your favorite character.
Yeah, and it definitely seems like Chinatsu's starting to come to terms with some of her feelings more. For
sure, yeah, without a doubt, which I think will be really exciting to see. I definitely think this will have a little bit more of a slow burn, but it's good to have some of that stuff starting to come to fruition already.
Yeah, I agree, Sal. Definitely excited to see how the rest of this season goes. Do you have anything else to add on Blue Box?
No, I think that does it.
All right, so we'll move on here to Tying the Knot with an Amagami Sister.
Okay.
Another show returning for a second core.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
What was your catchphrase again?
You gotta love a second core. It gives more opportunity for crazy stuff to happen. Also, for more drama, romance, comedy, and character development in these types of shows.
Confessions, you said too. Yeah.
And confessions. So.
All of which I think we've had.
That would look good on a t-shirt.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Maybe a t-shirt from Dan Flashes.
Yeah, lots of complicated patterns.
Okay, continue.
So yeah, this has been a great second half. I think our one note here you took.
Was that in the first?
I think it was at the end of the first half.
It's still true.
With Yai, the oldest sister, being the GOAT. I'm glad we can agree on that. We don't always agree on like who best girl is. So
I feel like very often we do not agree.
Yeah. You know, Blue Box is a good example.
The one we just talked about.
And the one we're going to talk about next.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of options in that one.
But yeah, I'm glad that we agree on it. Now they did in this where we just finished give the youngest sister, what is it, Asahi, some good development, and she's like, you know, going all out. Really.
Without a doubt, yeah.
So it's, you know, but I don't think she's better than Yai.
No, me neither. I think there definitely is a clear front runner, and we still need to see some more development from Yuna, the middle sister. But they really are going all out, and thus far this season. There was like a time loop that they got stuck in.
Yeah, it's been a lot more supernatural recently.
Yeah, like it was some stuff that they touched on in the first core.
Yeah, with him like seeing the future.
But yeah, they're really like going all into it. So I'm intrigued to see if like that continues to be a theme of the show is some supernatural stuff. Because that adds definitely an element that we don't see a lot in a romance, especially one like this.
Well, you know. My favorite romance has some supernatural elements.
That's fair.
So.
That's a good point.
I'm still fine with I'm good. I'd still say it's more unique on the unique
for sure.
Side.
No,
it's not something you see a lot.
It's in no way, shape, or form a negative. It is certainly enjoyable. It's different.
Yes.
So I think that's really cool, and it seems like we'll start to unravel it a little bit more. But now, dude, I'm stoked to see what more we get out of this. It's been awesome.
Yeah. I'm very excited to see what happens with the middle sister, whose name I don't remember.
You know.
But because like in the beginning of the show, that's certainly how I thought it would go.
That's just always how it goes.
But in his last premonition, he was married to all three.
All three, yeah.
And
it could happen, dude.
Two of them have, you know, really confessed their feelings.
Yeah, it could happen.
So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
I don't know.
But I am excited to see.
Too.
All right, you ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah. Hit me with it.
So this is another. It has like one supernatural element.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And that would be the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you.
Good job. Die, ski.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's been fire. I've already read this, so I knew what to expect. But what about you, man?
I think it really has come back and hit its stride well. It is like. It's so comedy forward that I find a lot of enjoyment out of that aspect of it. It's been like, I don't know, very like self-aware.
Yeah, dude, it's references.
A lot of references.
They've been out of control, man.
Everybody knows its references are great. That was good. I wish I knew exactly what the reference we were referencing. Like,
yeah, but yeah, great.
It was still good. We were there.
It's so good.
But yeah, it's been awesome. Rentaro, that is still on his trek to reach 100 girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
He's at like 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8
where we have just got.
That's crazy.
Thus far this season, he's added 2.
Yeah,
to the family, I guess.
They can continue to juggle all the characters and personalities well. They all just pretty much spend all their time together, at least thus far. So that makes it easy to give everybody screen time. Which I've enjoyed because I think like obviously at some point it's gonna go off the rails a little bit. You know,
I feel like we were already off the rails.
Well, no, like in terms of like dynamic and the amount of time you get to spend with each character and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does get spread out.
But I've really enjoyed to still be able to have each of the characters that we've gotten to know and like, and then introduce a few new ones, and still get to spend plenty of time with each of them. The newest couple girls, the one's really hungry, so I can relate to that. She likes to eat. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, what's her name? I was just there. Kurumi.
And then the newest one,
Maid. She's a maid
with rainbow eyes. That was crazy.
Yeah, who knew? She's great too. She's very loyal to her mistress, I guess.
Yeah,
who is also part of the group.
Rentaro family.
So it's nice. They get to spend more time together too. So she's kind of been in other scenes though, She had like the most foreshadowing.
For sure, yeah.
Because she was in
but
other
doesn't open
scenes
her
just
eyes,
helping out.
so.
But yeah, because she's never opened her eyes. She never realized that she was in love with Lego.
But, yeah, dude, like, I maybe have said it before on this. If not, like, if you were just explaining this show to somebody who'd never heard of it or who even doesn't, like, watch anime, it's just absolutely absurd.
I don't think they would want to be friends with me anymore.
That's fair. And, like, it is absolutely absurd. Don't get me wrong. But they do it pretty well. And I really, I have to give it some credit. I do. I know you like this one more than I do based on, you reading ahead and all. But I really, really will give it credit. Really, 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 really will give it credit.
It's good, man. Good reference.
For outperforming, I'd say, what my or any, like, regular person's expectation would be of this show.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I'm certainly excited to see more. I'm particularly excited about the next girl, so that's exciting.
That's great, yeah.
So
that's great.
Yeah, I'm excited to add.
Who's your favorite right now?
My favorite's still Hakari.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
One of the OG too. So
yeah, could I say something like that?
Which one?
Kurone?
Oh, Kadane is the other OG.
Yeah. She might still be my favorite, but Nana is pretty awesome as well.
Yeah, there's some
cold and calculating.
There's some really great ones though. I'm excited for us to meet some more.
Yeah, I'd agree.
All right, I guess I'll keep it rolling.
Yeah, brother.
This is an Angelo exclusive. I've labeled it, which is Dr. Stone. I guess it's technically season 4, Science Future. This has been fire. I can't really talk about it without spoiling it for you, so I won't. The only thing I will say is that the opening song for the show is an absolute hitter.
I can agree with that. Thank you for your non-spoilering. I'm sure it's going well. I'm sure it's a good show. I've enjoyed what we've watched up until this point. We're in the middle of season 2, right?
Yeah. Cool. I'd say early season 2.
Okay, we're in the early season 2. The early stages. But if nothing else, I will echo the sentiment. Echo the sentiment that the opening for this is probably the opening of the season. I don't think anything really compares to it yet.
No, nothing I've heard.
Unless there's something that we're not watching that we haven't heard. But
yeah, unless there's something we missed.
It's really, really groovy. It's a lot of fun to listen to. So I'm sure once I'm there and can piece it all together with the background visuals and, I'm in tune with the story, it'll be better. But now it's great.
Yeah. All right, you want to move on then to the next one?
Yes, sir. So the final show that is something returning that we've watched already is Solo Leveling Season 2. I wrote here Return of Peak. I don't know if you necessarily agree with Peak.
I think it's good. I
think is a broad term, but
I don't think it's like I wouldn't, it's not in my top 20.
Gotcha, yeah. I don't even know where is it even on my list?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't remember, truthfully. It probably is. But yeah, I think this second season has been really, really incredible so far. The action's been awesome. Genu really coming to his own with his newfound power at the end of season 1 has been really, really fun to see. I think we're going to start, hopefully unraveling some more of it. But he also has kind of shed his whole, I'm going to try to keep this a secret. Not that he's not keeping it a secret, but like he's not shy about the fact that, he can walk out of a dungeon that's supposed to be way stronger than he's able to handle with people who definitely weren't able to handle it on their own. And, he's just cool with it. So I'm intrigued to see what more development we can see in the total world around him. I think that's going to be very cool to see. And the action has been very fun to watch. The animation's been good. The opening song's pretty good. The ending song is very, very good.
I agree.
So I've liked it a lot so far.
Yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying this season so far. It's been really cool to see Genu's power. I'm hoping I mean, I don't think it's going to happen because the show's called Solo Leveling, but it'd be nice if he would learn how to work with other people better.
I think he'll inevitably have to.
Have to, like, ally himself with, strong people who can help, like, keep him secret, and really just, be good allies to him, because there's only so far you can go by yourself.
For sure. Unless he just...
Fortunately, he does have his, like, own army, so he's not really by himself.
No, it's true. I mean, they're not not known to the world yet, but
yeah,
they're there.
So I just hopefully he can keep his secret a bit longer.
Yeah.
So there's not tons of like humans hunting him down.
Yeah, I mean there was already one, so it's not great.
Yeah, it's not a good sign, but we'll see. I'm definitely excited to see how we continue here. Is there anything else you want to add?
I think we've covered it all.
All right, so we're gonna move on. This is the first new show. We did order them in like the order of how much we like them, but this one we've only watched one episode because it was not like picked up by any streaming service, and we kind of struggled to find it.
Yeah, it definitely was hard to find. So it's got two names essentially. Can You Keep a Secret and I Have a Crush at Work. I think a work/office place romance is always a lot of fun. We had kind of talked about one not so long ago with 365 Days.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see something with like more grown-up characters every now and then, especially for you, probably somebody who likes to self-insert into the protagonist's shoes. For sure. It's a little more like relatable. Yeah,
I mean relatable at this moment. Like high school romance, I think is just relatable to everybody because everybody's experienced high school. But yeah, this definitely hits close to home. I enjoy it a lot. This genre, and we don't see it nearly as much as we see other types of romance. So yeah, I mean, after finally being able to watch the first episode, it was a lot of fun. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I agree. It's, I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep it a secret because it seems like they're just like so like infatuated with each other that they can't like act normal around each other.
Yeah, for sure.
She just is like mean to him.
Yes, yeah.
Because she's like, I can't suppress my feelings unless I'm mean.
Like even in like one scene where she wasn't being as mean, she's just like a horrendous actor. Like she's just, I don't know, very, very telling. But she's the one who wants to impose so much that they don't let anybody know at work. So
like I get it, they want to avoid the drama
for sure,
and all the BS,
without a doubt.
There's only so long they're going to be able to keep it a secret.
Yeah, for sure.
It ain't going to last very long.
We'll see. But yeah, definitely off to a strong start. We will update as we watch more. I think there's maybe like 4 episodes out so far, so
we'll have to
we'll catch up.
Find the other episodes.
But yeah, it's very weird though. Like Crunchyroll posted about it coming. There was a post from November that said, hey, like it's going to start on January 9th, maybe, for example. I don't know what the actual day was. And then, just nowhere to be found on Crunchy. So, a little bit annoying there. But it is what it is. We have found an avenue through which to watch it. So, we'll continue, and hopefully it stays as good as the first episode was.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going to move on to another Angelo exclusive show.
Let's go.
And this
Angelo
is
exclusive.
Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You. This was the one shoujo about like the girl who gets like rejected, and then on her birthday, nobody remembers it's her birthday. Like a bunch of bad crap happens. But like none of that's really true. Because like all her friends remember her birthday. And the guy who like rejects her feelings definitely likes her.
And why do you reject her?
I don't know. He was like in a bad mood.
Okay.
The whole like thing where like in the description it's like, oh yeah, the year's 2020, but like I didn't really put 2 and 2 together that it's like supposed to be taking place during COVID times. So like a lot of people are upset. Like
those mean the Backstreet Boys reunion too.
Yeah. So the no, I think you can still get monetized now saying COVID. They don't say COVID in it though. Yeah. They didn't want to license the name.
I don't know, dog.
I don't know how that works, but the guy who rejected her, I think he was just upset because all their swimming matches got canceled. And he was like acting weird, but then he was like saying, hey, like to one of the guys that she's friends with, like, or is she seeing anybody? And the guy's like, stay away from her.
Oh, man.
So it's, I put very shoujo.
Yeah.
It's probably, I don't know.
More shoujo than the other shoujo we're talking about?
I think so.
Okay.
Like the guys are very like glamorous at times,
Okay.
but I just enjoy it still.
No, it's good.
It's like a guilty pleasure show, kind of.
I gotcha.
It's fun. It's fun. But yeah, so possible reverse harem so far, where I've gotten like 3 or 4 episodes in. Like one of the guys kind of made his move in the first episode, but they've all been friends for so long. So she's like, "Oh, you're just a brother to me." He's like, "No, I'll get you to like my feelings aren't gonna go away. You'll understand soon enough." And then she's like, I think starting to catch feelings because they were taking like a train ride home, all 5 of them, and the one guy's like, "Hey, let's get off here and spend some time just the 2 of us." And she is like, "Okay." So maybe, but now we're starting to understand that one of the other guys also likes her. So we know 2 of the guys in the friend group and probably the guy who she had feelings for.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 potential love interests so far.
At least.
So we'll see. We'll see who she picks. I'm sure we won't say if we see this season. Who knows? But it's been very enjoyable, I'd say.
Have you taken a liking to a specific guy?
Ooh, I don't know. I like the main guy, I guess. Because, like, the main guy, I don't know, he's also on the swim team.
Mm-hmm.
He was, like, the baby of the group, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just, like, honest about his feelings, which is nice. I do appreciate that when characters are honest about their feelings.
It's certainly rare.
And then I don't really know much about the other guys. One of them's really smart. But he also kind of has a thing for her, too.
Gotcha.
And one of them used to be, like, a thug.
Oh, no.
But I don't know his feelings yet. Yeah. So I think we have to really...
all the different archetypes.
Yeah, we'll have to get more... and then the other guy doesn't really have much development. He's just, I think, more of, like, a happy guy. Not quite like a happy-go-lucky, but I think we need to get more character development. They've really just been, exploring... our main female and the main guy so far.
Makes sense, yeah.
So,
a few episodes in.
Hopefully we'll get to see more development so I can pick my favorite. But
exciting stuff.
Yeah, that's all I have to add.
No, I'm happy to hear it. As for our second shoujo show of the season, Honey Lemon Soda is one we've been watching together, and it's been pretty good. I'm not like dying to watch it every week, to be honest. But I have enjoyed it so far, and getting to know the characters more is cool. Our main protagonist, she's a little bit relatable with like the social stuff and having difficulty with it. So that I can certainly get behind. But I'm intrigued to see where it goes. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. Our main guy Kai's pretty cool. The other guy whose name I don't remember seems to be pretty cool. I think he might also be starting to get feelings for her as well. For Rocky or Stony. I'm really upset that they didn't call her Rocky. It's just, the
like what difference does it make?
Yeah,
but they could have translated it as Rocky instead of Stony. That would have been so much cooler.
I don't know what to tell you.
But,
maybe the word can go both ways and it's just the subtitles are...
Besides that, like, small imperfection... Yeah. I say I enjoy the show. I don't know which shoujo I like better. They both have different things that make them great. So I'm just excited to see more of where Honey Lemon Soda goes as well. So
yeah, I want to see like more self-driven growth from her. Like I don't want to see it just all be because of a boy. I think that's kind of dumb. But
I think it's more so he's just helping her.
I think he is, but
it's not that she didn't want to grow on her own. It's just
yeah.
She needs like a guide.
For sure. But I think at some point, like he's not always going to be there to tell her exactly what to do in difficult situations.
I mean, when the first episode when she dumped that soda on those people, he wasn't electric, there. She did that on her own. Yeah, he did like encourage her to stand up for herself, but he didn't say go dump soda on them.
No, fair enough.
He was just there when they were gonna try to beat her up.
Yeah, that's a strong moment.
Yeah, there is like a lot of cool moments. It's just like I was a little like annoyed when there was like so much anticipation. Like, is Kai gonna show up on time? Like, obviously they're trying to build suspense, and he's gonna. But I'm like, please. Yeah. Like, it stresses me out a little bit.
I get that. But no, it's been pretty good.
I agree. Is it my turn then?
I don't care.
I guess. So we're going to move on, and we'd like to award this show. It's a very special award.
It is an honor. What was the one of last season?
Our sleeper hit of last season.
Well, you just spoiled what the award is.
Well, it's the sleeper hit award, everybody.
Sleeper hit award.
How about we talk about this season's sleeper hit?
Good. That was my internet.
And that is
came out.
Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf.
Yeah.
I'm glad I found this and encouraged you to give it a shot.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
It's been super fun.
I agree. Yeah, I mean it's got some pretty cool aspects all the way around. Like I still think it's definitely romantic, but like it didn't have romance in the title, so it's like I don't know. We'll see. But regardless, definitely outperformed my expectations.
It's definitely romantic.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you mean? Yeah, maybe.
For starters, like
Maybe.
I didn't expect the guy to be an adult, and as we just talked about, like it just I don't know. I like that. So it's cool. He's like an office worker, but when he comes home, he gets to go to his dream world, and a dream world's pretty cool. And it's just like a fantasy RPG type of world thing, and
that just exists when he's not there too.
Yeah, and it's really cool. And obviously, that's where Miss Elf came from. So it's cool to see her get exposed to Japan in the real world, or I guess our real world. And then also, like, you kind of do get some of the elements when they go back into the fantasy world, like, of, like, RPG stuff with stats and powers that I didn't necessarily expect, but they kind of showed that off more so in the last episode. So I do think, like, they might continue to just kind of toy around with, I don't know.
They're going to experiment.
Not experiment. Like, they're going to continue to have like kind of two storylines that connect, but also like
because
they
go
roll
to both
with
worlds,
both,
so.
which I think is cool. I didn't necessarily expect that. The elf girl's really cute, so that's fun.
No, and they've definitely been hinting at romance stuff because, like in the most recent episode, when she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna learn Japanese in like 2 months," and he's like, "Oh, at least she'll be with me for the next 2 months."
Yeah.
And he's like all blushy, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's something there. Whether it's like something major, we'll continue to see. But I definitely think there's something there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm excited for us to meet more characters who can
mythical
come back and forth
beast.
between their fantasy world and the normal world. So, yeah, definitely a good sleeper hit.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited for more.
Our sleeper hit of last season, I think, was at 365 Days to the Wedding.
Could have been.
That might have got our sleeper hit.
Yeah, certainly could have been. I just like the original.
Well, it wasn't like an official award till just now.
Well, yeah, you made that up on the spot, which was electric, by the way.
Yeah, we just gotta remember it next time.
Yeah, we will. I mean, look, I'll never forget the original sleeper hit. Too many losing heroes.
Yeah, I remember it.
The GOAT. I missed that show. All right, moving on. 3 shows left here. So the next one is another school romance comedy, and that is Medaka Kuruiwa is Impervious to My Charms. It's about this super popular, cute girl at school whom everybody likes and is like nice to and gets along with, except for one guy, our main guy, Medaka, who also looks so much like Brock from Pokemon. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's uncanny.
Like, it really is ridiculous. In my opinion. But she like cannot comprehend the thought of I can't talk. Can you continue?
She can't comprehend the thought of somebody not liking her and being attracted to her and being like overly nice, because everybody is, because she's very nice, like on the outside at least.
I mean, it specifies that. Yeah.
And super cute. Like, Mona's the complete package for like the ordinary high school student, like male and female alike. They all love her.
It's true, yeah.
So when there's somebody who is like impervious to her charms, one could say.
Yeah.
She's annoyed to the point where she will go way too far to get him to like her.
Yeah.
To the point where she's like, why am I doing this? And now we've kind of got to the point where she likes him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is revealed pretty early on that he wants to be a monk. So that is why he is trying to, be impervious to her charms. He doesn't want to, he's got to be, immune to, cardinal desire.
Yeah,
that is why he went to a co-ed high school.
Yes.
But he didn't expect that the cutest girl of the school was going to be giving him all this attention.
Trying to riz him up.
Yeah, and trying to do that much. So it's very enjoyable. It's very funny. Mona's great. He's great. I'm excited to see where things go. It seems like there might be another potential love interest.
Yeah, they did kind of hint at that. Yeah,
another girl who likes him. So we'll see how that goes.
For sure.
And he's also kind of made a decision to be a little nicer to Mona,
which is good. Yeah.
After some of his friends / her lovers encouraged him to be nicer. So who knows how that's gonna go? I mean, I feel like they're both gonna show a little more of the cracks in their armor now that he's gonna like try to be nice. He just has to be normal. It's just easier for him to be like kind of indifferent to her.
Yeah. Because like it's made evident that he is struggling greatly with suppressing his desire, I guess I'll say. So it will certainly be interesting. Like I don't think the show will go in the direction of like really diving into the characters and all. But it's very interesting to have a character and we'll say a person like who can like just cannot accept that a single person doesn't like them.
Well, they kind of gave some backstory there. It's very simple.
For sure, like she's always been put up on a pedestal.
Yeah, so she's like, I don't know.
So it makes sense. But like I'd be really intrigued to see that broken down further because like that's life. It sucks when people don't like you and when you don't get along, but like
yeah, even if you are that cute, like at some point there's gonna be people who just don't really want to be friends with you or something, and it is something you do have to come to terms with.
But I don't know if that's something we'll explore in this cutesy rom-com. But regardless, it has certainly been enjoyable.
Yeah, I just don't know where it's gonna go because like he seems to be pretty set on this.
No, I agree. No, you're right there. Like I don't want to really say like give up on your dreams.
Yeah, if that's what he wants to do, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows where this show's going to even take us.
I guess we'll have to find out.
We'll just keep rolling. Anything else you want to add there?
No, we hit it all.
All right, so we'll move on. And what anime season would be complete without an action comedy?
None.
Fortunately, we have Sakamoto Days to fill that role.
Very fortunate it was.
Yeah, it's as you put, well-balanced fun.
It is, dude.
Action and comedy. What else could you want?
Not much more. I mean, a little bit of romance, but we've gotten that already. Like.
Wow.
You all right?
Yeah, there's like a nail under something.
Oh, no. But Sakamoto Days is another one of these shows that we've had a few of in the last couple of seasons. It's like a big Shonen Jump show, but it's sort of like different than what you would think of as like your average Shonen Jump. I'll reference Dan Danan as the most recent one last season. And this has not let us down at all. It has been so funny. The background of Sakamoto, obviously ex-hitman, who like will not kill anymore, and having to like find creative ways to not only stop himself from getting killed, but like take out bad guys without killing them, has been very comical. Like the very first episode, he gets shot at and like spits a gumball at the bullet and deflects it.
Yeah, he like caught. I think he caught bullets with chopsticks.
The chopsticks, yes, that was it. That was at the end of the first episode. That was awesome.
Yeah,
that really got me going.
That's probably my favorite part of the show is the fight scenes.
Yeah, it's just so
it's unique,
cool and comedic. Exactly. Yeah. There's been introduced a few cool side characters so far, so that's awesome. I know that this gets a lot of hype, so I have high expectations.
Yeah.
But, we're riding steady so far. It's been awesome. Pretty solid opening song as well by Vondi.
I think that's the only other like huge standout or big standout.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think of anything else.
The one for Solo Leveling's good too.
It is. Yeah, I said that. The ending's better, but the opening's pretty good. Lisa.
But I'm super excited to see more Sakamoto Days. This is definitely my type of show.
Yeah, I'm happy. I feel as though this is one of the few that I brought to the table.
You did.
So I'm very happy that you.
I like a good action comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I would consider like Assassination Classroom an action comedy.
In a different vein, for sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I kind of got similar vibes, though, to, like, when people are, like, trying to attack Kuro-sensei because he's just so much better and faster and stronger than them.
I see what you mean there, yeah.
And that, like, I get the same vibes from Sakamoto, where he's just, like... And he won't. Koro Sensei doesn't kill either, so
yeah,
like trying to find creative ways to stop himself from being killed and protect others while also not killing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Sakamoto Days. I mean, yeah. So let's just hope he can continue to win and not kill, so he doesn't get divorced.
Yeah, and save his family along the way. All right, bringing home with one last show. So the final one we're talking about here is I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class. Is that like the syntax of it?
Yeah, super relatable.
Or is it a girl in my class that I hate?
I think that's what it is.
It
I think
matter.
we pulled the right title.
It doesn't matter. This has been definitely my favorite romance of the season. I don't know if you would agree or not.
Yeah, I think it's probably my favorite. Well, for favorite new.
Yes, yeah, fair enough.
For sure.
I know you love my girlfriends.
Yeah. And Blue Box.
But duh, yeah, Blue Box is my favorite of the season.
All right, what's our favorite? What's our favorite new show?
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, like the setup for this is pretty wild. The thought of having to get an arranged marriage to somebody while you're still in high school, pretty crazy stuff. Especially when like they did not get along
on paper.
What?
On paper, they don't get along.
Fair enough. Well, they've already grown so much in like 4 episodes. Yeah, I mean, they already fought like a couple anyway.
I think if they didn't have this crazy circumstance, I still think they would have come to appreciate each other.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. Like, you don't go out of your way to have such passionate anger or like disdain for somebody if you don't actually care in some way or sense, unless it's like, like in an unfounded kind of way, like over stupid stuff.
Yeah, it'd be different if he like did something bad.
Yes, yeah.
All he's done is just like completely destroy her in the exams.
Yeah, exactly. We find out that she's just
hard.
Frustrated that he beats her every time.
Which, it's understandable when you're like work your butt off and somebody's just so much easily like who doesn't even have to try kicks your ass.
Yeah,
like it's
for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that's something everybody can relate to. So that's been cool. They have a house they have to live in together, which has been funny. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely got some depth that I'm sure we'll explore more. Like they're both doing this because they feel they have to.
Well, it's because
of their futures. Yeah, because of what they want to do.
Their dreams someday, but.
So I can appreciate that, but also it's just a pretty cute romance, so I can get behind that as well.
They haven't really been arguing that much either.
No, they've come a long way.
They've
already,
really just like kind of made it like,
happy.
Hey, this is we're kind of stuck here. At least we can like make the best of it and try to get along.
Yeah, no, it's cool to see people like communicate, set boundaries, and try to form a healthy relationship out of something that was initially
certainly some
messy.
strange circumstances.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we'll see. It seems like one of like her best friend also might have feelings for a guy here.
It does certainly seem that way.
That could throw a wrench into their plans, considering their relationship is like a secret.
Yes,
another keep your relationship secret kind
for
of show.
For sure.
But this one, it seems marriage. But they've had it's like way more of an easy time doing it.
Yeah, well, because they already
communicated a lot. They just continue to act mean.
Yeah,
or she continues to like yell at him all the time. So. Things are about the same, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, super excited. Great set of shows once again.
Dude,
I feel like nothing is like missed. I don't really foresee us dropping any of them.
I don't think so.
You'll just have to wait and see.
I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, I
could drop Dr. Stone
or
something.
I could recommend any one of these shows to. I don't know. Well, if you don't like romance, I wouldn't recommend you any romances.
Well,
if you like comedy, if you like action. If you like some romance, there's a lot of good options.
For sure. As we always say, we're eating good when there's a lot of good stuff out. I certainly feel as though we are, once again this season, like it feels like something comes out almost every day. And I really enjoy that. Speaking of that, I don't know if anything comes out today, but stuff comes out almost every day, it feels.
Yeah, almost. It's nice to have it all spread out instead of like, I feel like a lot of times it's all like Fridays and Saturdays.
For sure.
I mean, we still do have a heavy emphasis on Fridays, Saturdays, but like we got something Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I think there might be something today. Honey Lemon Soda might be Wednesday.
It could be. I'm checking. Maybe Blue Box. I think Blue Box is Thursday.
I think Blue Box is tomorrow. Yeah, and then Fridays like Miss Elf. Saturday.
Saturday.
And 100 Girlfriends. I don't think there's anything Sunday. And then Monday we have Maida being or Kuroiwa is impervious to my charm. So
Yeah,
it's a nice mix.
Yeah, Blue
so if you want to watch anime every day, just pick these shows up.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I love that. But yeah, I mean, I think that's all we have for this week's episode. Join us next week for part 2 of our Jujutsu Kaisen breakdown. As always, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.
See ya.